Hi, this is Sean Carney, the president and CEO of 40 Days for Life. 45% and 75%. Those are the two key numbers in a post-Roe world, and I'll get to why here in a quick moment. The leak of the Supreme Court opinion on Roe v. Wade is absolutely shameful. It's an attack on our democracy. It now calls into question, of course, in the future, any decision on the Supreme Court. We'll all be wondering, is this going to be leaked? And so there needs to be an investigation. It was obviously to put pressure on justices that didn't want to overturn Roe and cause further division in our country. And we know all of those things. But the content of the leak, the actual opinion, is awesome news. And it's something we've been working for, praying for, and it's something that the Supreme Court should do. We didn't vote on abortion. It was mandated to us by an all-male Supreme Court. And as Ginsburg said, it was bad law. And Alito highlighted that better than anybody else could, because it is bad law and they should overturn it. And I think that the leak will cause them to kind of dig in and actually release it at some point, that they are in fact overturning Roe versus Wade. And then the real work begins. And we've shared on our webcast last week and through a lot of different publications and podcasts, 40 Days for Life is better equipped with our network of volunteers than anyone, as we work closely with pregnancy resource centers in a post-Roe world. It obviously doesn't end abortion, but it's a huge victory symbolically for the world, but also in our nation. It goes back to the states, and you have governors and mayors saying, we will be an abortion safe haven if Roe v. Wade is overturned. And we're in those states, and we'll be going to those states. It's one of the reasons we launched 40 Days for Life University earlier this year, to train more volunteers and local leaders in more areas. It's one of the reasons we expanded 40 Days for Life 365 last year, where vigils are going year round. And that is key, because in a lot of these states, they're gonna have legal abortion, and it's gonna be darn near impossible to make it illegal. You're not gonna go to Sacramento and convince Californians that abortion needs to be illegal. There will be a lot of abortion swing states, if you will, that duke it out. And we will work with our friends on the political side of the pro-life movement to help with that. But this will become what it's been about, which is hearts, minds, and souls at the grassroots. And that is why the grassroots efforts and our wonderful pro-life movement are more important now than ever in a post-Roe world. 45%, I threw that number out earlier, 45% of the abortion facilities that have closed in America after a 40 Days for Life campaign, 45% of them were in blue pro-abortion states. We have seen this effort work anywhere. We've had campaigns in Jackson, Mississippi for 15 years, and that facility is still open. But we've seen late-term abortion facilities close in Los Angeles, in Sacramento. We've seen abortion facilities close in Seattle, San Francisco, Chicago. Hardly pro-life cities, because it really is about hearts and minds, and it's about the market. You can't run an abortion facility if you're not doing abortions. And as women realize there really is a local option for them, they turn around at the very last moment and they choose life. And that has taken millions of dollars from the abortion industry in blue states and red states alike. So we are ready. 45% of those facilities were in states where abortion will remain legal. We know that this is effective, and we have a great plan to have a larger presence in all of those states. The other number speaks to the heart, and that is the 75% number. The former abortion facility workers, the former Planned Parenthood directors, say that the no-show rate for Planned Parenthood, the no-show rate goes as high as 75% when you're out there praying in front of one of their facilities. So there's no Supreme Court that's ever prevented us from doing it. And there's no state that can have legal abortion. There's no governor who's proud of his safe haven state for abortions. There's nobody that can stop you from doing that and reaching out to someone at the very last moment. and the no-show rate goes as high as 75%. So even if you don't see the results or meet the baby, or the woman comes up to you and says, I didn't go in, you know, because of that no-show rate, that people just aren't going in because you're out there. And so I want to encourage you, this is when the real work begins. This is an exciting time, but it's not a time for popping champagne. It's a time to get to work, and it's a time that 40 Days for Life has been working months and years in preparation for, and we are ready. Thanks to you, thanks to your commitment to this grassroots work, we are in the best position possible to go to local abortion facilities and offer hope and offer alternatives, close abortion facilities across the country, and make America abortion free, so that, as Mother Teresa said, the world will follow. Pray for all of these justices. I'm sure they're being threatened. This was obviously an attack on the justices who are still on the fence, or possibly could be swayed in this, as they have not reached a final decision. So definitely pray for them. I believe they will dig in. I believe that no matter who you are in the court, whether you're a conservative or a liberal, you have no tolerance for somebody leaking your decision. So pray for that, and let's get to work and end abortion in our great country.